Oh no, already?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi. I'm here with Joe, the most recently evicted house guest, and Brazil and Nicole here to dish the dirt on Extra Whip. Now on Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 6 Hockey Sticks. It's day 39 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week, Rhonda of the Western Conference is the head of household, giving the girls their second week of safety for the week. She went back on her spicy plan to try and backdoor Steven and instead decided to put him up outright. Buck, 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 and Jit for eviction, which will one of them win the power of veto? Probably Steven will, but we'll find out tomorrow.
What?
Now,
Andrew, thank you for all of that.
but first, she went back and forth all day 2 days ago on what to do there, and
Yeah, the
right move. The right move was Jit and somebody else to try and backdoor Steven, but she did not do that. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. We're here with Joe, the most recently evicted house guest. How are you, Joe?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm sad that you're here, but I'm good otherwise.
Me too.
You want to walk us through the week and what happened with Karen's HOH?
So she grilled me like a job interview, asking me all these questions one by one.
Can we get examples of said questions?
Like, she asked me about my entire, my whole game. She wanted to know my whole gameplay.
ooh.
She wanted to know if it meshed with her game. She wanted to know my plans going forward. I'm not going to tell you my entire gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing orgs for over 7 years. You don't tell someone your game plan. You out of your mind. That's the dumbest move you could have made.
Yeah, I agree.
And we kind of stopped talking for a couple of weeks. Like, we talked in the beginning, and then it faded. And then she tried to talk to me like 2 weeks ago. And then we stopped for 10 days, and then she won. And then she grilled me, and then I kind of expected it.
Yeah.
At that point.
Do you feel like your relationship was just kind of based on when one of you was in power and you needed the other person rather than actually kind of creating that bond that would go further?
I think so. Well, I didn't put it up the first week, so I figured she would return the favor. But
Yeah.
apparently other people are telling her their game plan, which I think is stupid. But apparently that's what she wanted. And I wouldn't give up
Stupid for them, not stupid for her.
And they could be lying. We don't know if they actually told her the truth or if they're making up a game plan as well.
That's true.
You're right. It's true.
Do you think, since we're on the topic, do you think she's in a good position overall in the game?
Maybe as long as this conference twist is in play. I think once it ends, I think she'll be one of the first girls on the block, but nominated by another girl.
Interesting.
Okay, I did reveal in yesterday's episode, yesterday being Friday, we're filming this on Thursday. I know it's confusing, but I did reveal that this is the last week of the conference twist. So once a boy is evicted this week, we're going to be down to 5 girls, 5 boys. And next week, whoever wins the endurance competition, which is taking place on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes.
Oh, endurance comp.
Yeah, and it's going to be
Good luck.
yeah. I was nice to these people this season and I made it 12 hours instead of 24. So yeah,
Well,
I could have made it 24. I might, you know what? I could bring it to a vote if the house wants to make it 24. Well, bring it.
They're gonna not want it 24. You just have to sit upon
I
Andrew,
would.
you should give yourself a break this season and just, let it be, make it really hard, like twice as hard, but
Oh, it's a hard
12
one.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think if it's more of a more difficult over a shorter period of time, I think that's fair.
Well, the comp's already set. You can't really change that.
I think you should make it 36 hours.
Why would you do that?
Well,
No, I was promised.
No, that's too long.
that.
Okay, so you get put up with Hearn, and for the first time this season, the veto's not won by a nominee. It was won by Steven. Did you think there was a chance that he was going to take you off, or were you like, oh, I'm screwed. I'm not going to be saved?
So he messaged me and says, I want to make you a deal. You're just as inactive as I am, and I want to take you off the block. Exactly what he messaged me.
Okay. And then?
And I didn't do it.
So
And
what deal
he
did he have in mind, or?
He had nobody. He really didn't. He just said he wanted to take me off the block, and we could maybe work together going forward. Because he really had nobody. The thing is that we're both inactive. We could benefit from each other.
Okay, interesting.
Did you not reply?
I did reply. I agreed to it.
Yeah,
but
he just ended up not doing it.
But apparently, people will message him and he doesn't respond.
Well, he also
So-
said that he hasn't lied yet in this game. So is that considered a lie to you?
I think so. And then he didn't use it on me.
Mhm.
I think it's a lie.
Andrew, okay, can I ask?
Yeah.
Sometimes you improv speeches, sometimes was Steven's speech this week improv, or was that you reading verbatim?
I am going
Like,
to
did he
have to-
pretend he was going to use it on Joe and then didn't, or?
Right off the top of my head, I can't remember, but there was a deal. The thing is, I don't want to potentially. Well, I don't think Steven gives a shit. But did he ask you for your cheesecake list? Because I know that's what he wanted.
He did in exchange for him to save me, to vote for me to stay. I would give him the cheesecake list.
Oh, for the vote. Okay.
The vote.
Did you give
Okay.
it to him?
And he didn't save me.
But I thought the deal was to take you off the block, not the vote.
Not for the cheesecake list. After he didn't use it, it was like maybe 2 hours before the votes were due. I asked him if he voted yet and if he would save me.
Okay. So maybe
That's
I'm
when
mistaken then.
that's when he asked me for the cheesecake list in exchange for the vote to save.
So did you send to him your correct cheesecake list?
Yeah, I made the mistake. Because
Well,
Karen asked me twice for it during the season, and I wouldn't give it to her. And then I gave it to him.
Well, the vote was 8-2, so you might have gotten his vote.
It wasn't his vote.
Okay, so who do you think the two votes were then?
It should have been Amy and Caitlin.
No.
No,
At least one of those is wrong.
it should have
Let
been
me
Amy
double
at least.
Let me double check.
Should have been Amy at least.
Huh.
I don't want to influence the game too much, so I'm just going to say whether it's right or wrong. And
I'm not. What does it matter?
at least, well, because the people in the game
They're
are
still
watching,
playing.
at least one of those is wrong, is all I'm going to say. So one or both of Amy or Caitlin voted to evict you. And I don't want to.
So
I'll tell you after if you want, but you have
Yeah.
to
Yes.
promise to. You have to promise to keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I had final two for both of those too. Interesting.
Oh,
Joe's gonna go crazy when he finds out.
so you had
Yeah.
so you had a final two with Amy, Amethyst, and with Caitlin.
Yes.
Did you offer final two to anybody else?
Yeah, to Karen
Oh.
in the beginning, and she didn't accept my offer. She wanted to build trust with me throughout the game and before she made any final twos. The same thing with Amethyst, but then Amethyst offered me one 3 weeks ago, after we talked more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's a sign right there in the beginning of the game if she didn't accept the final two, even as a statement and
Yeah,
saying,
that's what I was
hey,
gonna say.
But
yeah.
she wanted to keep talking to me.
Well, yeah.
But you said though that you didn't really talk much for a few weeks. Like she grilled you and then you didn't talk much and then she grilled you, or I think that's roughly what you said.
She grilled me because I wouldn't tell her any. I didn't tell her any information at all, and we kind of like lost touch for about 10 to 14 days, and then she was asking me everything under the sun. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I wonder. I don't know. Seems familiar, but
So really, Karen winning HOH was pretty much the only bad scenario for you, because
Yes.
it doesn't sound like any of the other girls would have put you up or at least targeted you.
Brooke would have, because I hadn't talked to her once all game.
Oh,
Shout out Brooke.
I'm not a good social player. I'm a
well,
player.
okay. So you said that you played a lot of orgs, but now two people have come on Extra Whip and said that they couldn't get much out of you. Is that your personality or is that game?
I don't talk to a lot of people. I also don't tell people my game plans. My game changes game to game depending on the cast, the type of game. I don't like to tell people how I play.
What about if you're in alliance with them?
I'm still not going to tell anyone my gameplay. I think it's the dumbest. I think it's Big Brother 101. You don't tell anyone your gameplay.
Okay.
I have 3 wins doing it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm not. We're not doubting that. I just was curious because you seemed somewhat of a mystery before this.
I like it that way.
So.
I prefer it that way.
Good.
I don't blame you.
So who right now in this spot, you're just out, who do you want to win and who do you think is going to win?
that's my question.
Does it matter?
No.
Just trying to move past that right there.
She's being spicy right now.
Who I think is going to win, and who I want to win, are 2 different people. I think Hearn's going to win this game. They made a mistake keeping him in this game, and they're dumb. They're rookies, so I don't expect them to understand it. But when someone hands you a threat on a silver platter and he's the final nom, you vote him out. Like, I don't get it.
Well, do you think then that you were the target and he was a pawn, or why do you think you were nominated?
Because I didn't talk to Karen as much. That's what literally what it came down to. Was that everyone's told her game information and told everyone's told her gameplay, and I haven't. And then from I heard she didn't have a preferred target. She was letting the house decide.
Interesting.
So her reasoning was because you and her talked to her the least, which I think is what Andrew said in the video to begin with. So
that was her reasoning. Yeah.
That was reasoning.
Yeah.
Well,
I think the 10-day or however long it was break and not talking to her, that definitely
coincides.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. If you stop talking to someone for an amount of time, 10 days feels like 10 months in that game. So
and
yeah, when you said it was that long, I immediately was like, well, yeah.
And then she brought up why I evicted Judy.
She brought up what?
Why I evicted Judy.
Oh, so what happened with that?
So Judy and I are friends.
Mm-hmm.
We came
in real life?
In the org community, not in real life. Well, we came to this game together.
Yeah.
I don't know how she found this group, saw it, asked me to play the game with her because she didn't know anybody in the group. And she thought together we would go for it. And then I voted her out.
Mm-hmm.
The week we got evicted. And Karen questioned why I voted out my friend.
Okay.
I don't know if that played a part.
And how?
But you didn't tell Karen that she was your friend. You just knew that she knew.
I didn't know Karen knew until she told me that Judy and her were in an alliance with other people. And Judy didn't tell me she was in 3 alliances without me.
So have you and Judy talked about it since all of this kind of came to light?
When she asked me if I voted her out, I asked her how many alliances she was in, and she said 3 of them. But she
Mhm.
said 1 or 2 of them weren't really alliances. No one really talked to them.
Okay.
And one was with Karen, which apparently was the real one. I don't know. She didn't say who was in it. I just know it was her and Karen.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why she gave her Monopoly pieces to Karen and kind
Not
of
me. And that pissed me off too. Why would you not give me your Monopoly pieces? It's supposed to be friends.
Yeah, that's a good point also. Hopefully you guys can kind of like move past that. Because maybe her and Karen just ended up getting really close inside of this game, I guess.
Could have been. I got close with 2 other people, and I really didn't talk to Judy as much.
Yeah.
But apparently she was always going to bat for me in the alliance chat. So
That's good. That's nice. Yeah, I mean social is a big aspect of, a lot of these games. So depends
I
on
know
the
it-
people that are around you playing at that time.
it's something I'm not.
and everyone has their own strategy.
Yeah.
But you didn't answer who you want to win.
Right.
They're gonna put a target on them.
I mean,
I think everything that's said on here at this point is taken with a grain of salt. So
Yeah.
use your discretion, but
It's Amy or Kaylee for me. Those are my 2 people.
who you want to win.
Either one of them.
Okay. No, that's why I was just double checking.
Oh,
Yeah.
even though at least one of them voted you out.
Ooh.
You
I
can't,
didn't know one of them voted me out, but I still want one of them to win.
Well, he said that you were wrong about one of the 2 that voted to keep you.
you
I know,
can't
but
say on here.
I know, but I'm just telling him that
Yeah.
Andrew did say that one of them didn't.
So Steven did save me then. That's interesting.
Maybe.
I mean, then he could say he's not lying, but
Or was it the alumni vote?
No. No shot.
oh, you're against Hearn. I don't know.
No shot.
Well,
0.
So now Rhonda wins head of household, and she decides to put up Jit and Steven and not go with the backdoor plan. You being a 7-year org player, what do you think of this?
Her plan was her target Steven, is what we're saying.
Yes. And the reason why I'm saying is because everyone knows in the house.
So based on the way this game is going, I would have backdoored him. Because he's winning too many vetoes. He is quiet. And just because you're quiet, that doesn't mean you're not playing the game. He's very good at comps.
yeah, that's very
Well, to be fair though, he's been picked, Andrew, every veto. So even if he wasn't nominated initially,
Yeah, his name.
what are
comes
the
up a lot.
odds of him being picked?
That's totally
by-
opposite.
Right, but
Totally
now she's
opposite of
giving
me
him-
last season.
But now she's giving him the opportunity to play.
Well, and then if like say I don't know, someone else that's already playing gets their name drawn and they pick Steven, like I don't know. This was the first week where just based off of what I've heard from Rhonda and her anger towards Steven, I was like, okay, she's either gonna backdoor or nominate him straight up. And this morning in my car, I was listening to the today's episode on my way to work. And when you said the spicy plan, I was like, okay, so she's gonna backdoor him. But apparently it didn't happen. Which I don't know.
Yeah, she had it backdoor him. That was the only play there. I think.
Well,
I wonder who Arudon would be if he wins.
Ooh.
Yeah, who do you think the renom will be
If she's no, because Hearn's got people.
well if anyone
Oh, Hearn's got people.
if either Jit or Steven wins the veto, who do you think her renom would be?
God, it should be Hearn, but they won't vote him out.
why not? You think he has a good
Well-
chance getting to the end too?
Well,
Well,
when
you
I
said
asked
you don't-
when I asked Jonah for his vote, he told me he was too close to Hearn and he wanted Hearn in the game.
That's interesting information.
Yeah. Corey was on the fence with his vote when I asked him.
All right.
But then I brought up the fact that Hearn sat out that food comp, and if you evict me, it increased the girl's chance of winning, which obviously didn't matter to him.
Well, if you had won because of the conference twist, it would have gone to the boy who had the next highest score.
Oh, it would have a boy. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, because you would have earned the win for the team, even if you were evicted.
Oh, I thought the second place overall won.
No. Although I liked your combination. It was peanut butter, sardines, and
Dijon mustard.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty gross.
How the fuck did ice cream and Coke win?
No, it wasn't Coke. It was cherry ice cream with queso and anchovy.
An anchovy paste, yeah.
Were they drunk when they were voting this? Like, well,
some were, yes.
Well, apparently there was a big peanut butter hater that conspired against you.
Lindsay's friend Marty says that. Was it Marty? No, sorry, it was Jordan. If you ever meet Lindsay's friend Jordan, he said peanut butter overpowers everything. So, like that one can't win, and he just went around telling people that, and some people were not.
So I was telling a friend I thought about changing the peanut butter, and they told me that combination it would work with the peanut butter. I should have listened to my gut and changed the peanut butter.
See, I hate peanut butter, so I would have just. We're not hating.
Yeah, I love peanut butter. That's why I was going to change it.
So good.
PBGBs.
Yeah.
What?
So stupid.
Yeah. Lindsay from season 4 voted for Rhonda's combination. And Megan, hi Megan from season 4,
Megan.
also voted for Rhonda's combination. So they put Rhonda over the top.
Lindsay sent me a video of the party, and I was like, okay, Freddie Mercury, sick. Megan, even sicker.
Yeah. No, there was a Megan sighting. JoJo would have literally shit.
Megan.
So yeah, Joe, I mean, I hope you had a lot of fun because it was fun having you. It was 36 days. You did well. You had you had a head of household, which was a successful reign in that, you didn't come out of it with, pools and pools of blood on your hands, which is tough week 1 to do.
It's a lock comp. It wasn't even a real comp.
Did you have any idea when you were submitting your crap in like 6 minutes that it was going to lead you to winning a race?
No, not at all.
Because some people take weeks.
But he's played orgs for years, so
yeah.
I think Brazil might have won that if I did that in season 4. You were fast, I think.
So thirsty.
I could have won more.
I worked night shift, okay? You guys were like perfect timing for me. They're 3 hours ahead. At like 4 a.m. for me is 7 a.m. for Andrew. So I was like,
no. But I mean, at least you had an HOH, and you played in a fair amount of comps, I think.
I was picked for 0 vetoes, so no.
Hey, I mean, I feel you, man. I was with
I am
all
playing
of
a
season
single
5.
veto until I was nominated.
Hold on a second. Really?
Yeah.
I feel like you've had like 4
pop.
Zoom vetoes, and I don't remember Joan any of them.
Yeah, I had 0.
It's showing that you played in Soda Pop, the first one.
Yeah, he was.
I was HOH.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
I wasn't picked on the wheel for a veto.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I was either HOH or nom.
Oh.
It wasn't picked.
So, yeah, Nicole knows that feeling. She only played in what, 1 veto?
It was at the end, I think, too. It was when
Yeah.
I was HOH at final something.
And I got a bad puck too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only bad puck. So there were 8 good and 4 bad, and now there's 2 good and 3 bad left.
Uh-oh.
One of which is the Pooh Brown. So I have a feeling people are going to start saying no.
That puck isn't even that bad.
It wasn't that bad. Yours was pretty good. The Pooh Brown is bad because you have to put yourself on the block post veto ceremony.
Pooh
Nicole
Brown.
knows all about that.
Does someone have that yet?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
I for sure thought Anaheim would be like that. You would, I don't know, take a jab at California, but
They were randomized.
If he wanted to take a jab,
He-
he would have put the Sharks on there.
He took a jab at Pittsburgh.
I like Pittsburgh, so like they were all randomized. That's why I said don't put my team affiliation or my like teams that I like or don't like as like
as
what's good and what's
gospel.
bad. Yeah. It was
So
the
just
same thing
wanted
with the Jello shots in season 4. The Pooh Brown was a strawberry, and I like strawberry Jello.
And I picked strawberry for weeks. Never got drawn. Thank God.
Brazil luck.
No, Brazil
No,
would have been picking it.
Yeah, you didn't.
Shout out
actually play.
Marson. Marson's the only one still here. Shout out Marson. He loves his shout outs. He lives for them. Marson, you're a good man. Never forget that, okay?
Marson was
Jello
one of the
shots?
2 alumni that voted this week.
Always. He is always there.
I feel like Marson would have voted to keep Joe.
A king in his own right.
Why would he keep me?
It
He's a
seems
good
Marson
man.
like, I don't know. It seems like something Marson would do.
Marson like.
He's a good man. And he
All
finally went to Arby's. I was very impressed.
He's impressive. Everything he does.
Oh my God.
They love him. Marson, shout out.
Well, Joe, is there anything else you want to say about the game or your experience or anything?
I enjoyed the game, actually. I'm frustrated that I'm out this early.
Mm.
Because if the HOHs were on Tuesday, I would have been able to do the Family Feud conference I wanted to do.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I bowl on Tuesday nights, so trying to do an HOH conference at bowling alley doesn't help.
Especially in endurance comp.
Or if it's Jigsaw Cafe, which was
What is that?
I was the one with the puzzle, the food items that were in
A
the
really
Jigsaw.
difficult one.
Yeah.
Oh, that I broke down and split out in the last one and erased it, and then it was right.
Yeah, that one.
That was hardest. Fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't think any of those ones were the ones you said. I was like, what? How was that a lasagna?
I will
Actually-
say though, these comps this season have been my favorite, I think, so far.
Aww.
It's the nicest thing I've ever heard.
No, they've
The
all been
bingo
like
comp
super
was my
fun.
favorite
And I feel like normally I'm like, okay, this is coming. And I'm like, wait, what? No, it's fun.
The bingo comp was hard.
Lightning bolt.
Yeah, that one I knew would torture everyone, but at the same time, it was so much fun to just like type in. You weren't like there, but Brazil, I was literally like typing it. The numbers were coming in like every
Yeah,
2 seconds.
Dude,
I
that
couldn't
sounds
do what
fun.
Steven did and have every card on the same page. I had to keep turning the. So I tried to focus on one card and it failed.
Oh, yeah. No.
The first game I called every single number, and I'm like, well, somebody has a line. All of you have a line. Like,
I didn't want to say it and then be eliminated because I was wrong.
Yeah, I feel like I would have been like, wait,
Like, no.
I would have been questioning my sanity. It would have thrown me off for the rest of the comp, guaranteed.
It would have taken me like 10 minutes to find it. I don't remember the numbers.
alrighty, well, thank you so much, Joe. And with that said, who will win the Golden Power Veto? Find out tomorrow. And Monday is the Golden Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 2 nominees plead their case, and Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 6 house, fail to clinch a spot in the playoffs, and lose their shot at the $600 cash prize. I'm Andrew Chef Seguinbest. Take care, and remember, no one wins alone. Good night.